Welcome to Jobbed Out, the wrestling editorial that reminds you that the bigger they are, the harder the old man is on them. I woke up first thing at 4 p.m. today, don't judge me, to the internet collectively losing their shit over a Wrestling Observer report. That report by Dave Meltzer stated that the head of the WWE, Vince McMahon, apparently had thrown a fit over the in-ring ability of some of his performers, and is demanding they take more training at the Performance Center in Orlando. The performers in question being Jordan Omagbarane, now known as AJ Styles' bodyguard Omos, Dio Maddin, now Mace in Retribution, Dabba-Kato, Otis, and Keith Lee. But wait, Keith Lee? Okay. Okay, now I see why people are losing it. No Nia Jax though, eh? Anyway, I get why people are losing their minds. Vince singled out pretty much every literal big dude who recently got attention on TV. Also Mace. They all share a common trait, and that is that they keep the big and tall stores in business. But the standout here is that out of all these names, Keith Lee is a pretty damn good performer. When it comes to work rate, he's in another league. He's obviously in the one of these things is not like the others territory. I guess Otis fits that bill as well. Though since these geniuses at WWE Creative opted to split up a good team and expose all of Otis's personal weaknesses, let's be real. He probably needs this. So let me step into unpopular territory here. Keith Lee being on this list makes perfect sense to me and I agree with it. Now hear me out, he's not being treated like Big Show in Ohio Valley here. Vince isn't demanding that he only do this so that he lose weight. And yes, Keith Lee is very agile. He's a very impressive professional wrestler. But you know what? He's doing so much harm to his body the way he's working right now. He's gigantic. He doesn't need to go high speed, full octane, flipping around all the time. It wears a body down. We've seen the clips. Vince likes Keith Lee. And I bet Vince wants Keith Lee to be a top performer for many years to come. Like Mark Henry level of years. And if he keeps doing this high impact stuff that's gonna break down his joints, he won't last a quarter of that before his body rebels against him. Now if you're a big man, you're very fortunate in the land of giants. You don't have to wrestle like a cruiserweight. You can wrestle like a big man. Using him as an example once again, it was awesome to see the Big Show bust out a missile dropkick, but if he did it every week, he would have had worse hips than Hulk Hogan in just a few years, and let's be real, he might even be dead today. You gotta conserve your energy for those big WrestleMania level moments, and I can absolutely see WWE telling these guys, hey, you're not in PWG right now. Slow the fuck down and let the smaller guys bump around you. And really, is this that much of a punishment to be training with Adam Pearce and Drew Gulak? Shit. They're not even touring right now. There are no house shows for them to get their practice in. This is as close to getting proper ring time as they're going to get, so I'm not bothered that they're being told to hone their craft. Name somebody who shouldn't be striving to get better all the time. As a wrestling community, I think you should be more concerned about if they're not on TV, they're not getting matches, and they're not taking some time to do some training. Because then the only thing they're gonna get is a best of luck in their future endeavors. This means Vince sees something in them and he wants them to hit their potential. Yeah, Otis can do the worm. Keith Lee can do a cannonball, but the more they do it, the less special those moves are. And the less special they are. And then what do they have left? I'm not gonna lie though, I'm still floored that none of this has been offered to the giver of injuries, Nia Jax. You'd think considering who she's related to, they'd be a little harder on her, you know? But it seems when it comes to Nia and her work rate, Vince isn't the only one living under the rock. Now that's just my opinion though. What do you think of this news about Vince McMahon sending some very talented wrestlers for additional training? Do you think that the likes of Otis and Keith Lee could benefit from it? Or do you think that this waters them down and might even make them wrestle like everybody else who comes out of the PC? Let me know in the comments and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more because I want you to be a part of the conversation too. For now though, I better get my shoulders off the mat, so thank you for tuning in to Jobbed Out. I'll catch you next time.